did 10 minutes. Now this is gloves off. Talking about controversial topics that the guest picks, and I can only respond in question form, which makes it really hard to argue back. So I guess I'll just listen. Turn it up. Alright, I want to see what your controversial topic is.
Alright, I got you.
Hold up.
Alright.
Start the timer. Now.
Okay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I believe that there was a moon landing. However, after the moon landing, to make it more Hollywoodified, or make it more dramatic and make it more like cinematic and whatnot, afterwards they did some shooting and all that stuff, or in a studio and whatnot.
What makes you think that?
Okay.
About the video? Is it something about the video, or?
It's more about the type of person I am. I don't like conflict. I don't like when people are arguing back and forth and are never going to change their opinions. So it's like, hey, let's meet each other halfway.
Yeah.
Right? So there are some people that are like, no, moon landing happened. And it's like, okay, cool. And then there are other people that are like, no, it didn't happen. Look, there's a waving flag. And it's like, oh, yeah, you have a point there. Mm. So let's make everybody happy. So I believe that there was okay, you couldn't have started from nothing, right? Mm-hmm. Now we see with our clear eyes that people are going to space all the time, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, going to the moon. Moon is nothing compared to like the stuff we've been doing as of late, right? So there clearly was a moon landing. So let's say it was 1969,
mm-hmm.
1969, 8, 9.
Is it 9? It might be 9.
Okay.
Fact check that.
Alright. Might have been 60.
I think it was 69.
69?
I think it was 69 was a very good year. Yeah.
Okay.
68, not so much.
Were you alive?
No.
Alright, so why? How do you?
Because Martin Luther King died, and so did. I think when Kennedy died that year. Let's not go through that.
But the Mets won in 69.
So it was
the Jets won in 69. Yeah, exactly.
And they're Queens. So
yeah, exactly. So, and it completely canceled out everything that happened in 68.
Joe Namath just did it with that. So
exactly. Yeah. So 69. Oh, summer of 69.
Yeah,
was released.
Come on.
After 69. Yeah, exactly.
That was a good year.
It was a good year. That's probably why so many people joke about that number.
Yeah.
It was such a good year. Okay, so moon landing. I think it happened because, who loses? Who loses anything? Who gets hurt if it didn't happen? All right. That being said, there are lots of pieces of evidence that suggest that it was a little bit more hi-fi than the quality of that time would have allowed for, like the footage and the quality of the sound and all that stuff.
Have you heard the counter argument as to why it's not it is real and why it's not?
Yeah, of course, yeah. And I was of the camp that it could have been from like the literature I've read since I was a kid, or just like what I've been fed from like TV and media and society and whatnot. It could have just been that, but I was of the camp that the moon landing happened, and then I got a lot of was immersed in the world of conspiracy theories, and I was like, great, cool, all right, that has a lot of merit. But also from the camp of, no, we did land there. Look at all this evidence of look, this is the trajectory, this is the plan, this is that. It's like, okay, cool. That's also like.
Did you know I'm a space geek? All right, I guess I can actually say this now. I'm kind of a space geek.
Okay.
So for me, we'll start this. So I've actually looked up a lot of stuff on the moon landing and stuff like that. I'm not sure.
You don't know?
I wouldn't argue with you because based on just this, I do understand that because the sun's so bright, that the dimness is why you can't see the stars.
Sure.
That's the explanation they give, and that makes sense. But I am not sure that it wasn't filmed in a studio.
Yeah.
But I do believe we went there.
Exactly, and that's the camp I'm in.
It also makes me weirded out because it's like, what did we do? Did they find something? Did we bring in like aliens back? Because I do believe that it's kind of a little bit narcissistic for us to think that there's no aliens. Like we're the only ones as big as the universe is,
But I think the most damning piece of evidence is the fact that the flag was waving.
Yeah, they said there was wires in there, but I'm like, there's no air, so there's no wind.
The wires don't move like that.
Yeah, So that got me, and then the other thing that got me is being like, I'm not too sure about it was some of the shadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, especially with the different lighting on the moon, because the sun is in a the moon is in a different position relative
Some
to
of
the
this
sun.
lighting is they said it was bouncing off of the thing I saw that justified it was saying it was bouncing off of the spacecraft or something like that,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Okay, all right, bud.
faked it. No, but
But that's why I think, and it seems like we're on the same page then. That it happened,
but I don't trust the powers that be,
Yeah.
the government, or what do you want to call the boogeyman that's out there. But I don't trust them. I know
the boogeyman is running the government.
Yes.
Yeah.
If Tim Donaghy can fix NBA games, they can fix this. Watch out. Stay woke.
This has been Gloves Off with Isaiah and Saif.
He's safe on my side. Or yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming, man.
Thank you for having me. It's been a
course.
pleasure. Also, thank you to Isaiah for doing this show that gives people a platform to just talk and be themselves. So
I
thank
didn't
you.
ask him
Thank
to
you
say
to
that.
this
You
guy
did
who
that.
did I read the script well? Was that okay?
Yeah, just
cool.
say read the part about me being handsome.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Turn it up.